Hello. Today we're gonna be trying Fidelityfx. So Reshade is the only way to get this available on your game at the moment. So this is the FPS we're normally getting. We're actually capping it. The normal would be at 80 or something. The capping it is what we need to do right now. So we have it on high, somewhat ultra. We have some of the settings off ultra, like shadows and that. But we have textures on ultra. And we have the HD texture pack. If you don't have it, you probably will get a little more for that. Also, VRAM is at 80%. Putting it at 90% puts stutters in somewhere. I've been noticing that. I'm trying to find out what stutters have. Oh, actually, we're not capping it. We're actually, well, we're gonna be playing solo on the new map, and we're actually going to be trying Fidelityfx at the lowest. See, it's upscale. So this is what it looks like for the lowest resolution. It looks pretty bad, but this is it upscaling. But let's show you what it looks like without upscaling. Pretty much the same, but blurrier. And then it tries to upscale it where it's not blurry. So like you see this, it looks kind of 1080p, kind of. So we're gonna try to bring it up until it looks noticeably good. Um, I've seen no one ever make a video on this. I've been searching everywhere for the reshade thing. For people using it for like normal games. I'll even show you guys how to do it at the end of the video. I'll edit it in. I'll set it. Yeah, so no one's ever made a video on this, testing it out on like games that are like don't support it. Cold War, they say you can do processing. They won't ban you for that, so you can use this. I've been told. This is not working. So another thing is, like, if you do, like, I haven't got banned, and I've been using it for a while. And even if I did get banned, I'd probably be able to appeal and just say I was doing it to upscale. I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it wouldn't. I'm drinking coffee at the moment, so just ready in the whole software. So right now it's saying 100 FPS, blah blah blah. This is the FPS. It's just runaway FPS most of the time. You can get like 3000 FPS on like an RTX something. So we're getting 100 FPS at loading screen. Zombies is the most intensive, so you're gonna see higher numbers in multiplayer, way higher than this. You'd be getting 200, maybe a little under, but really, you don't want to be using Fidelityfx under 85 and 90 on multiplayer, the resolution scale, because that's how Fidelityfx will work most of the time. You use it on like just have it on your main screen's resolution, and then downscale it through the resolution scaler. So we're getting 100, 150, 90. Let's look over here. 80, 90, 80. That looks pretty normal for an RX 580. But now let's upscale. Let's bring it up by like, let's put it to 55. This is, I don't think this is the right, you see that? That's like, this is playable if you run at 720p monitors or any monitor under 1080p. Like this is like ultra like this is just performance, not ultra performance. This is what we would consider like performance mode on for Fidelityfx. I'm pretty sure. But this could be also just called ultra performance, whichever one you want to think of it as. So we're getting 100, 100. I think we gained FPS from that. This is, We're just staying at spawn for right now. Yeah, but if you want to learn how to do this, watch the video first. And at the end, you can think of like what you want to use it on, a resolution. Most graphics cards support Fidelityfx if you have the newest drivers supported. I mean downloaded. And if you're a normal person, oh, stutter. That happens sometimes, but that's just Reshade having issues. Reshade, I think it's probably because I have an effects trying to load but not loading. So do that too. Now, I normally would play at 80 to 90. Doesn't it feels just normal? Do you see how blurry those things are right now? Let's bring it up. Let's do 66. We just do the number that sounds right. So 66% of the original resolution. Sometimes Fidelityfx bugs out. So 80. Just let the settings load in. So this looks decent enough. This is what I would consider uh, just like it can work. It's like a distance away from there. You can see like if you stay still, it'll start loading in more of it. But like you gotta be this distance to see the full thing. But the farther you go away, the more pixels disappear. But it kind of just looks like Black Ops 3 just deloading textures or items. So So let's go move around. There's always lag at this scene, sometimes, not always. So over here, textures are on also. So this, like you could play at this 100%. You want 100 FPS? You can play like this. Over here, you have one of these. Yeah, I might do other videos on other games like Warzone. That'll be in the future. My RX 580 is the only card I own at the moment, so we might just test Fidelityfx, Reshade on other games and see if they're reliable. But most computers can really run this game. If you have, let's think, what is the most? What's the lowest? Let's go to, let's go online. I'll do it on my phone. Okay, just wait. So, what is Fidelityfx? Oh wait. GTX cars that support Fidelityfx. GT. Okay, just wait. Someone's texting me at the moment. At the same time, Fidelityfx is supported through. Well, if just search up your card. Uh, maybe at the when I'm down, like have reshade, I'll look it up before post a part of the video, and also add it in. This is supposed to be circle, and you can tell it loaded late. That's just my card, or the game is normally like that. I don't know. So there's another intensive spot over here. In this map, I don't know why this part is intensive, but it's better than what I normally play at. But this is playable freaking quality. Like I could play at this. This is like Xbox from the past, but with higher textures and everything else. Fuck. So another thing is Fidelityfx. Another thing I forgot to tell you guys: the sharpening is at 100%. You can put this down. This doesn't impact performance. I don't think so. Let's see if that did impact, because we had nope, nothing different. So let's bring this up slightly a bit to 77. This is normally what I would suggest most people. 77% is goes to 75 normally at like big scenes like this. Like if you're playing zombies a lot, you can use this. This is what I would suggest to most people that. Oh, sorry. Reload. Okay, let's go here. Now this area we get 100. Get in just 100. Nothing unusual here.
Watch the tracks. After surviving so much, getting hit by a train would be a pity. I wouldn't have surprised, but let's tell you.
Grab that. Didn't dip that much from that scene. Or did we? I don't know. I'll have to see through editing. I haven't made that much videos on. I've made mostly streams and videos on my channel, but I like playing with tech a lot, so we're gonna switch to that direction. So another thing, this is pretty normal for 1080p to do, like under 1080p, like little lines like that. Like unless you're upscaling over 1080p, you're not gonna get better than that. But like, let's like. This is the best you can really go for normal quality. So another thing we always check is this one scene. I do this on YouTube. I mean Twitch. I stream a lot. Not a lot, really, not no more. But I do stream. And the things I stream are just like computers or games. Uh, yeah, so this is another intensive spot. 75. Yeah, decent FPS. I would stream at this quality if like just if it was possible. So detail over there pretty low, but it's not the worst. Damn, there's a flying member. Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah. So this scene, this is another area that dips your FPS slightly.
That one holds power over the others. I would suggest targeting this as a
So
priority.
let's watch this scene. Like if you're trying to get something over like 75, I would suggest this one for quality at the same time as FPS. I'm pretty sure it would dip slightly, but like since I'm recording, the FPS is slightly lower than normal. So you're not like if you're recording through Radeon software because it's the best way to record on AMD cards. Unless it's a high powerful card, you can really stream it normal. But it's just the encoder through Radeon software. They use it properly. So a dip there. Ooh, scary. Those are. You can probably put down certain settings. Yeah. So I also want to try this game for people that play at low settings for competitive. So I'm going to switch it to competitive settings to do the next. Well, I'm actually just going to do 88 first, and then we'll switch to competitive. But we can do this quickly because we know the most intensive spots. Game load Fidelityfx properly and the resolution. So 60, 40. Over here, is there what you normally would get on just normal 1080p? Slightly, not really normal 1080p. Yeah, if you're trying to run, I would suggest going slightly, I would say 80 to 85 for quality. Because basically, I can't tell 1080p from this. Maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me, but I just believe this looks as good as 1080p. Uh, so, for people that use low settings to get the most FPS for competitive play, you don't really need to do that for multiplayer, because really multiplayer doesn't even need it. Um, okay, now we got 60s in that, so we're gonna stay at like quality performance. So most people go medium here, low for mono quality, special effects this disabled or low. Most people go medium here. This can be a low, medium, all. Yes, because if you're competitive in games, turn this stuff off. You need this up. Um, Most people turn this off or put it at low, so we're gonna disable it. Most people turn that off and disable that. Reply. Now, Fidelity Reshade. Um, I don't see that big of an improvement over high. Not a big difference. For anyone that's competitive, also we want to put Fidelityfx to 66 to make sure we're going at the lowest settings for competitive, but no 66. We go 75. This is what I would say is actually it's okay, but we had the same performance, but since it's lower settings, it's gonna look more jagged edges and all that. For anyone, but this won't be as important if you're like not a pixel peeper, and you're like for zombies and like you want to play zombies at like 100 in these training spots, you do that. But most people want to play zombies on maybe high to medium. Because I do. I don't know why, but disable that. Mostly I play on high settings just to keep, because zombies does not look good at low. For mono quality, you have to have it at least high. These don't matter. You can actually turn this off and improve performance by a lot. So you can see RX 580 if you didn't believe me. I don't know anyone that. Now it still looks bad, but remember the difference from low and high changes the pixel density in game somewhat. I don't know, it's just a like you don't see as much pixels on a high. There's just a bug in my game right now. That's fixable after every update. Like if you played at high, you could definitely do this. Like quality is the same. I would do a side by side comparison for like low and all that, but if I can, you'd see it in the video. But if I didn't find a way to do it through the software I have at the moment, you won't be seeing that. But we're doing zombies because zombies is the most intensive mode in Call of Duty. Like the campaign. Campaign's pretty intensive too. But it's not as intensive as zombies sometimes. You want zombies to be smooth all game. Like if you're a high rounder or Easter egg guy, you want to have your settings for like the RX 580. You can play at medium settings, put this shit on, and put your things to 80%, and you can go play zero issues. If you want to play at high, same thing. Put everything to high, or like if you don't have the AC textures, if you do have the AC textures, I mean, and that model thing, you would put it to medium and then put the texture quality high to not have the HD version of things. Is if you read this, when you have it on high, it is HD assets. So medium takes less VRAM. So medium and low are the same amount of VRAM. So if you have a little less VRAM, you use medium. Ultra. If you have really low amount of VRAM, I don't know about this. Most 4 gig cards, not really, could do this because you can see the VRAM's already being used a lot more, and that's just because I have it at 80%. So another thing we want to do is what else? I'm pretty sure we've done everything. Okay, let's quit match. Wait. Yeah, when you jump back into game, your FPS will dip for a while. It should come back. Let's see. Yeah, some way when you leave intensive scenes for a second, your FPS will gain back. But technically, since we switched settings in mid-game, you're gonna have a different FPS than actually what I would have just got right here. So let's quit match, and also you have to install Reshade if you're a person that does not download Reshade yet. My videos will be, I don't know, I'll try to improve quality, but it's gonna be hard to do that when the Hard 580 is going to be uncapped for gameplay if we want to do gameplay videos. And capture cards cost a little too much money. I don't have money to do things like that. I mostly have the money. How I got my computer such okay enough is and all the stuff I own is just by being lucky. Yeah, that's a word, lucky. Luck was on my side that day, and the day I got these parts. So you can see the FPS is dipped from what normally we were getting at the beginning. And we were at higher settings. Higher resolution too. Actually, never mind. After it fully assets, it's a lot better. So now, let's get out of this. Quitting game, I'm probably going to cut this part out. But if it speeds up, I won't cut it out. Oh, it actually closed. Okay, I have Reshade installed already, but I'll show you where to go if you're a person that doesn't know how to find things fast. And it would be funny if this whole recording is all on the wrong screen. Because Radiant software is new, I guess. As new as. Not new. What am I talking about? The recording feature, I don't know how old it is. I don't know, but the recording option is really good nowadays. Like, you can record gameplays and all that. Without the big issue. So the indicator is on the screen that I'm playing on. So I'm hoping. So over here you go um, Reshade. Wait, Reshade right here. I was just trying to spell something out one way. Medium dumb. I'm just kidding. So you can see it's an advanced processing everywhere. Post processing. If you really want to just download it fast, press right here, and you. Another thing you gotta remember is let me bring over the thing over here. So I have a 1 terabyte hard drive. Don't know why it's less than that. Well, everyone knows how that happens, but it shouldn't be at 930. It should be like 980 or something like that. So reshade right here. You press that, open it up, then close down, close this, and open it up over here. Open this. If it doesn't show up right up here, go to browse. And then you go to wherever you put your Black Ops Cold War game. If you can't find it, go through here. Show and Explorer, and I'll pop it right up, and I'll show you where exactly it is, and then copy this. I will open it, and then copy this, and go here, and then go here and paste it, and you should be able to find it. Press the game. This is Cold War, not the launcher, not the crash handler, or anything else here. Press this one, and then press this, and it'll say install, and just press. You don't even need to do the special ones like the other ones. You can use them for special effects, but you only need the main one to get. You can have a fake HDR and all that stuff. Fidelityfx is already built in, so just install that to your game, and it won't like there's no. It doesn't need a bypass for the game, so that's a good thing because you can literally implement it into most of your games that have a resolution scaler. Remember that. But I do think, I don't know, but pretty sure you can just lower the resolution and upscale it, but it won't look as good as just leaving it at the resolution and then downscaling it to the resolution scaler because like you want it to be, it won't be like horrible. Maybe it'll look a little better, but you guys can tell me. Fidelity FX on Cold War is complicated, but works. It looks almost close to 1080p. If you really want to, you can even upscale like your just 1080p if you really just want to upscale. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm pretty sure all like DLSS, you could upscale your game from the main resolution to something like what is it called? FS um, MS, anything that upscales. Anti-aliasing, yeah. It's more like an anti-aliasing for like people that don't want to use anti-aliasing, something like that. But it doesn't really downgrade that much performance in game. Even on just main resolution, it doesn't impact that much performance. I think you might even get like a frame or two more, maybe a frame or two less. So today's video will be over, and I hope this information was important enough that you stopped by, downloaded Reshade if you want it. I don't. Uh, what is it called? No, never mind. But if you want to subscribe for other videos that will be coming out for Warzone, maybe I'm gonna try it on Apex Legends. But first thing, I'm going to read up and see if it's allowed because I don't want to be banned from Apex Legends. I'll look at other games like I have Control. I got that for free. Cold War I did buy, but what I mean by Control free, I got it through Epic Games for free. So if you don't got Control, it's okay. Warzone is a free game for any free gamers out there. You'll try Warzone, but there is a dramatic resolution thing in that game mode, so most people wouldn't be really using Fidelity FX. But the game does support DirectX 12. But right now I'm running it at DirectX 11. So I might switch that back, but I'm pretty sure you can run Fidelity FX at DirectX 11. We'll see. So I'll see you guys later. Subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever you want. You don't have to do any of these, but if you want to, go ahead. Uh, for anyone that needs help with these games, I don't know. I'll help you guys out through comments if it's not working. So bye.